Today we're taking a closer look at and showing you how to install the Barricade soft roll-up tonneau cover fitting all 2019 through 2023 Rangers. Now you should be considering the Barricade for your Ranger if you're looking for one of the most affordable ways to protect your cargo from the elements while still having access to the entire bed when needed thanks to that popular roll-up design. Now the Barricade will feature a durable vinyl cover over an aircraft-grade aluminum frame, along with the Velcro to secure the sides at all times, all for right around that mid to high $200 price point. But let's talk more about some of the features here at the Barricade, and first and foremost, that roll-up design. Again, this is gonna be the best bet for owners who need to utilize the entire bed at a moment's notice and not impair the view out of the rear window at the same time like a tri-fold cover would. Listen guys, personally, I have a hard tri-fold cover on my rig, and while I do love the security it provides, every time I need to haul something large or go to the yard waste dump, I have to fold that cover up and out of the way vertically, completely blocking the view out of my rear window, which again totally kills your visibility. That's not a deal breaker for some, especially in the day and age of backup cameras, but it is certainly worth mentioning. Now, on the other hand, a soft rolling cover like this can easily roll up and out of the way in a matter of seconds, thanks to the heavy-duty Velcro design, and again, full access to the entire bed, while at the same time not impairing your vision out of the rear window. Second feature I really dig here is the fact that Barricade does incorporate these built-in horizontal rows or supports also made from aircraft-grade aluminum. Those are gonna roll up with the cover itself, and ultimately, when in place, are gonna provide support for the cover to help protect that thing from sagging or basically that material from flapping around excessively on the highway. Now, the only con or negative I would say to a cover like this is the limited security. Listen, hard covers aren't gonna be as easily defeated with a knife or something like that. So if you do frequently haul expensive cargo, you might wanna consider a hard folding or hard cover option instead. But if that's not a concern, then this is again a solid option, especially at this price point. In fact, you're really not gonna find many other options here on the site that are gonna be more affordable for your rig at home. Well, let's take a closer look at this cover from a build or construction standpoint, and your main fabric or material here is going to be a soft yet durable black vinyl, which is both UV and tear resistant and is backed by a 3-year limited warranty. Now, keeping the cover in place on the sides will be the included rails here. As you can see, they are a bolt-on design. Those rails and your supports that we mentioned earlier, they're gonna be made from that durable aircraft grade aluminum and then finished off in a black powder coat. Now, I will say to secure the cover once it's fully installed will be that automotive grade Velcro that again will keep the sides in place when the cover is fully closed, and then makes it a whole lot easier to roll up and out of the way when it's time to access the entire bed. In my opinion, far easier than a soft folding cover where you actually have to climb into the bed, release all those clamps on each panel, which can be kind of a pain here, especially if you're not really thrilled about climbing into the bed every single time. Now again, getting back to those rails, they are a clamp-on design, which is gonna make for an easy, no drill install that we'll show you here in a little bit. All right, so we've mentioned price now a couple times in the video. I'll mention it one more time here. Coming in at or around that mid to high $200 mark, the Barricade is gonna be one of the most affordable soft rolling covers on the site for your truck at this time. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the install here. And again, because you're looking at a very simple bolt-on job, the site's gonna go 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you an hour at absolute most to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of how this one might go down on your truck at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
Tools required for this install include the included Allen wrench. What's up guys? Today we're installing a tonneau cover on our Ranger, so let's get started. So now I've gone ahead and laid out all of our pieces on our bed. I've got our tonneau cover up front. Now we want this notch with the bolt facing down. That's gonna slide into our rail. Our rails are labeled left and right. So the left's on the driver's side here and the right is on the passenger side. Next, we need to slide these rails into our tonneau cover and then take our included Allen wrench to tighten down that bolt. So now we're gonna take our side rail and slide it onto that notch. And then we're gonna take this included Allen key and tighten down our bolt. and then do that same thing on the other side. Now we're gonna take our clamps to bolt down our side rails. We've got this little notch in the top that's gonna sit on this groove here. So I'm just gonna rotate the clamp, slide it underneath first, and then clamp it onto the rail. I'm just gonna twist my knob here just to get it to hold while I do the other two. I'm just getting this flush up against the bed rail here. And then you're gonna want a clamp up front, as well as a clamp in the rear. And then you can just tighten down all your knobs. And then once you have your clamps on, we have these little caps for the bottom of the studs underneath our twist knobs. So we'll go ahead and slide those on, and these will just prevent the stud from getting rusted. And then once you've got that done on one side, do the same thing on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Barricade soft roll-up tonneau cover for your 2019 to 23 Ranger with a 5-foot bed. Thank you for watching, and for all things Ranger, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.